Good.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Rob Booker here, Trading by Faith. I always hold my hand up like, I have a question. I got a bunch of questions speaking of questions, from those of you that are like, hey, what's your other channel? It's pretty easy to find. We'll link to it below. It's Rob Booker. So if you are interested in those strategies, everything there, that whole channel is free. YouTube is free, so you don't ever have to buy anything. I never mean for that to be the case. And I'm really overly concerned sometimes that you know that I do this channel for a reason that's really heartfelt, and trying to, and I'll link back from the regular Rob Booker channel with like 24,000 subscribers back to this one, and maybe we can help some people out together. We're in Matthew chapter 6. I skipped forward because I did some of these videos in the past. I've even talked about this subject, but I can't stop. I can't get enough of it. Matthew chapter 6, verse 31. Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? I love this because in my life, I have had sleepless nights where I'm wondering, how am I going to pay the rent? How am I going to buy the food? How am I going to deal with the financial struggles of my life? And they will become all consuming. And it's only when I let go. It's only when I stop worrying. Gosh, that's so easy to say, right, Justin? Like the worst thing you can say to somebody that's worried is
stop worrying.
But I have to literally, in my mind, speak the words stop. I have to say stop, so that that runaway train of thought can end, and I can emotionally say, I'm going to give up this burden. I'm going to let go of this burden. Remember, maybe my third, fourth all-time favorite Bible verse is, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And I like that because on so many different levels, this is the Savior of all mankind who took upon him the sins of the world, and he's saying, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. First of all, if you just take that literally, what he's saying is, I got this. It's no big deal. So he's got the greatest concerns and the greatest worry and the greatest burden to carry, but he does it. But what he also meant was, he's carrying the weight. Like, that's what he's also saying is, let go and give it to me, and I got this. And it doesn't mean that God's going to hand you a winning lottery ticket on the ground or help you find $100 or whatever. Although certainly those things are possible. What it means is, if you truly want to let go of that burden, you'll realize how unimportant it is. I've had financial concerns. I've had financial worries, and I've never gotten ahead. I've never solved those problems with a worldly solution, ever. Because I couldn't even get to the part of doing the work or the worldly, materialistic, physical world solution. I couldn't even get to the point of doing the work responsibly without first letting go of the worry. And I know, like I said, you can't say don't worry. That's a dumb thing to say. So I'll say don't worry. But don't. Let it go. Let the burden be carried by someone else greater than us. And let those things take care of themselves. Behold the fowls of the air, neither do they, for they sow not, neither do they reap. Take no thought for your life, what you shall eat or what you shall drink. Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit to your stature? Can you grow taller by thinking about it? No. You can't do anything on your own completely. It never happens by ourselves completely. All of the credit goes somewhere else. So let the credit and the burden be carried by someone else, and then get back to work. I remember when I was real young, someone said, pray as if everything depended on God, and then get up off your knees and act like everything depended on you. I thought that was a pretty good way. To think about it. It's not perfect, but it's a pretty good way to think about it. Thanks so much for watching all week long in this series that we're going to call Chaotic Thinking by Rob Booker. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.